Have you ever looked at a world map and wondered about the stories hidden within its lines and colors? It's not just a flat piece of paper. It's a treasure chest of secrets, mysteries, and incredible tales of human history and ambition. Today, we're going on a whirlwind tour of our planet's most fascinating geographical oddities. Let us start with a modern marvel that is stirring up a lot of debate. The Canal Istanbul project. Imagine carving a massive new waterway right through one of the world's most historic cities, creating a second bottom. Why would Turkey want to do this? Is it purely for trade? Or is there a deeper geopolitical strategy at play, challenging the rules that have governed this crucial strait for a century? It is a high-stakes game of engineering and power that could redraw the maritime map of Europe and Asia. Speaking of high-stakes deals, have you ever thought about why Russia sold Alaska to the United States for just $7.2 million? It sounds like the worst real estate deal in history, right? But back in 1867, the Russian Empire was in a tight spot. They were financially drained after the Crimean War and feared they could undefend the territory from their rival, Great Britain. Selling it to the Americans seemed like a clever move to cash out and create a buffer against the British Empire. Little did they know they were giving away a land rich in gold, oil, and strategic value. It's a classic example of how today's hindsight makes yesterday's decisions look completely different. Now, let's zoom in from massive territories to something much, much smaller. Have you heard of the world's smallest international bridge? It's not in some grand European capital. It's a tiny wooden plank, just 32 feet long, connecting a small Canadian island to an even smaller American island in the Thousand Islands archipelago. These two islands are called Zavikan Islands. But here is the twist. The story might be more of a charming local legend than a cartographic fact. But isn't that what makes geography so fun? The blend of official lines and local folklore that gives a place its unique character, from tiny bridges. Let's talk about some truly strange borders. Get this. There was once a piece of India inside a piece of Bangladesh, which was inside a piece of India, all within Bangladesh. Confused? You should be. These were the Cooch Behar enclaves, a chaotic patchwork of territories left over from centuries of treaties and land swaps between local kings. For decades, people living there were trapped in a stateless limbo, unable to access basic services. It wasn't until 2015 that India and Bangladesh finally simplified the border, ending one of the world's most bizarre geopolitical puzzles. It's a powerful reminder that these lines on a map have real, life-altering consequences for the people who live on them. Then there are borders that are not just strange, but notoriously dangerous. Welcome to the Darien Gap, a stretch of dense, lawless jungle separating Panama and Colombia. This is the only break in the Pan American Highway, a road that stretches from Alaska to Argentina. Why no road here? Because it's one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. It's a nearly impenetrable mix of mountains, swamps, and rainforest, home to armed groups, smugglers, and countless natural dangers. For centuries, this green hell has swallowed expeditions and defied engineers. It stands as a rugged, untamed barrier, a testament to the fact that even in our modern, connected world, nature can still hold the upper hand. The stories of borders are also stories of nations that no longer exist. Take Yugoslavia, for example. For most of the 20th century, it was a major player on the European stage, a socialist federation uniting diverse ethnic and religious groups. From the outside, it looked like a model of unity. But after the death of its longtime leader, Tito, and the fall of communism, the deep-seated tensions that had been suppressed for decades erupted. The country shattered in a series of brutal wars, creating 7 new, independent nations. The story of Yugoslavia's rise and violent fall is a sobering lesson in nationalism, identity, and the fragility of states built on shaky foundations. And what about empires that have faded into myth, like the Kingdom of Bohemia? For centuries, Bohemia was a powerful and culturally rich kingdom at the heart of Europe. Its capital, Prague, was a center of art, science, and political power, a jewel of the Holy Roman Empire. But through wars, political marriages, and shifting alliances, it was eventually absorbed into the larger Habsburg monarchy, and its distinct identity slowly faded from the political map, eventually becoming the core of the modern-day Czech Republic. It's a reminder that even the most powerful nations can become echoes in history books, their borders redrawn, and their names forgotten by many. From continent-spanning empires to tiny, quirky islands, the map is a living document. It tells stories of ambition, conflict, cooperation, and the sheer randomness of history. Every border has a story, Every coastline has a secret, and every mountain range has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. The world is so much more than just countries and capitals. It's a complex, ever-changing puzzle, and we've only just scratched the surface today. There are countless more mysteries to explore, from the depths of our oceans to the highest peaks, each one waiting to be discovered. So next time you look at a map, don't just see lines and names. See the stories, see the history, see the incredible, complex, and fascinating world we all share. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey across the globe. If you found these stories as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world map. Let me know in the comments which geographical oddity you find most interesting. Until next time, keep exploring.